Hey Village, we are wrapping up Teacher Appreciation Week and I'm going to show you what I got all the kids' teachers. I also thought it'd be a great idea to go ahead and talk about just some things that teachers can, be aware of or implement if they have kids coming into their classroom who are in foster care. So for Darcy and Sawyer's teachers at their daycare, I put together this little gift. It has a drink koozie that was in the dollar spot, as well as a list pad from the dollar spot, and then we put a $5 gift card to Target in there. So it's just kind of a cute little gift, $7 per teacher. They have 3 in their classes. And then for the 2 youngest who were placed with us, I found these pencil pouches. They have dedicated teachers. They don't move around to different classes. And I thought that these were just super cute. It says, "You make the world a better place, and thank you for helping me grow." And so I did the same thing, but paid a little bit extra since they really only have like 1 teacher. And the oldest has one main teacher that they see throughout the day. So I got a larger gift card for them, and that covers it. So for $85, I covered all 5 kids and their teachers, which is a lot, but it really is just a drop in the bucket for what they put up with and what they do for our kids. And this is honestly a video topic that I've wanted to do, but I feel like I don't have all of the answers, so I've been avoiding it. But I think what it comes down to is just kind of sharing, different things that we've noticed, what has been helpful, what has been not helpful. This definitely isn't going to be an all-inclusive list for teachers. Our experience is different from everyone else's, but hopefully it'll just kind of get the conversation started. I do think that this is an incredibly important topic, and I wish that more schools and school districts had specialized training for teachers on how to best support kids who are in foster care who are coming into their classroom. Especially when you look at the statistics of, graduation rates among kids who have been in foster care, they definitely are a population that needs additional care. So I'll first talk about, if a kid is switching school districts and they're coming into your classroom in the middle of the year, it's kind of a jolt for them, it's a jolt for you, it's a jolt for the foster parents. Everyone is going through an adjustment. I'm sure for the teacher, it's an added inconvenience. There's extra communication, there's trying to figure out where the child is at and, what they need to do to get to where the other kids are in the class. For the kids, they're in a brand new environment. The topics could be, different from one school to another. They might not have been in school. They have new kids in the class. They, don't have any friends. And obviously this is assuming, that they have switched schools. There are, many situations where the kids are able to maintain their school and that is best for them. And then you have the foster parents who, are just trying to get everything together. It is a sad reality that with kids in foster care, for the foster parents, the casework team, once the child is enrolled in school, it doesn't necessarily reach the highest priority. There are so many other things that are happening behind the scenes, and I'm sure that can kind of show. But even for that child, they're dealing with a new environment, they're dealing with new people. You're going to be a new teacher, but they have new caseworkers, possibly therapists, they've been seeing doctors, all of these, different waves of people coming into their life, and it's just a little bit unstable for them. So I think number 1 is just creating a space that is safe and supportive. That is going to be key, and really giving them space when it seems like they need that. And what that could look like is working on a project and, the kid needs to step away. Go ahead and just kind of let them have that space. They might be resistant to different instructions, maybe giving them some time and talking one-on-one with them, maybe after class to help them understand the purpose behind it. I also feel like it's important to give the kids a sense of control. And this could be really simple in the form of choices. So if you give a kid choices, they start to feel like they have some sort of control over the environment of school. And I'm sure with any occupation, it can, get to be exhausting and tiresome, but really these kids thrive in an environment where the teachers are truly caring and taking that extra time with them. I'm sure you teachers, know how to spot the kids who just need that extra little love and attention and support, and then they just start to shine. And I know John and I have seen it with kids who have been with us, current and past placements. When you start to see that sparkle and that fire where they're getting excited about a certain topic, that is where you know that like good is happening. Like the teachers are making the difference. And something that works for John and I is really being like strength focused parents. We do this with all of the kids. We just kind of get a head start because we're fostering, you know, older kids who are actually in school and getting report cards, you know, like Darcy isn't getting report cards. But, you know, if we have any kids who are, you know, coming to us and they're getting A's and B's and maybe they have one D and it's a really hard topic for them. I think our history and like my history as a kid is that my dad would focus on that D and be really negative and like, you know, why can't you bring this grade up? Like this is not okay. And not really focusing on all the A's and B's. And so I know there's like a theory out there as it pertains to work being like strengths, like the strengths finder. Kids actually will excel more if you invest in the skills that they're good at versus the skills that they're not. So if a kid is really good at math, like give them more math, you know, and that's not to say like ignore the reading, like obviously, you know, keep up with that, but really foster that interest and skill that they currently have. And for us, it's all about, are you trying? Are you doing the work? Are you studying? Like, is this truly your best? And if that is your best, if you're doing everything that you possibly can, we're okay with that. And, you know, again, that's us being different parents than I think some people. There's more that I have on this topic, but I have to start getting the kids off of the bus. So I'm going to pause here and return possibly tomorrow and finish this up because I really appreciate this topic and I want to make sure that I cover a bunch of bases.
Hey guys.
I drug John into the video because we've been getting some mail. We've been getting some things off of our wish list and I want him to have some of the fun.
I like opening stuff.
Yeah, and he also got his Stitch Fix, so I thought I would show you guys what comes in his Stitch Fix. And did you update your sizes?
I don't think I did.
So like none of it's gonna fit you.
Maybe not.
We might need to send back for some smaller sizes. So I wanted to go ahead and open up some of these. So this is actually for Miss A. I'm gonna show a picture of it. So this is like a stand that she can use to hold her braiding hair when she's doing somebody's hair. Unfortunately, it came literally the day after she went home.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make sure she gets this, but let's find out who got it for her. So this is from Rachel Naftal.
Yeah, sounds right.
Or Raquel. I think it's Raquel. Raquel Naftal. Thank you, Raquel. We're gonna make sure she gets this and I'll make sure she knows it's from you.
She will love it, thank you.
For sure. I also started thinking about this summer with the kids and we kind of have gotten the indication that they might not be the best swimmers, so we wanted to be safe and make sure that we were stocked up with things that, you know, different floaties, things that'll help them learn. Yeah, so someone really hooked us up. Will you read that one?
I will. Hope the kiddos enjoy these. Thank you for all you do. You are inspiring me. Katrina Hamilton.
Katrina Hamilton. So she got one of these puddle jumpers, which is gonna go for one of the kids. And then these are kind of meant to help teach kids. The puddle jumper that like, it just like keeps them afloat.
Right.
These actually help them swim because like it goes on their back. We saw Darcy using them at her swim lessons. So we thought we would have these on hand and hopefully we can teach them to be comfortable in the water.
Thanks, Katrina.
Thank you, Katrina. This one is gonna be for me and the oldest.
Whoa.
So that we can have pedicure days. But this is so that we can do little like pedicures at home. Does it say who it's from?
It does not.
What? Oh, okay. I think I was supposed to open this one. I think that it goes with it.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
All right. So this says, enjoy your gift from Elizabeth Palmer. I'm pretty sure that she's the one who got the foot spa because she got Epsom salts and foot peel masks. So we will definitely be using those for our spa days.
So cool. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Thank you so, so much. So now we're gonna check out John's Stitch Fix, and I'll also mention that I got sent this book called Stranger Care, and I checked out what it's about, and I'm really, really digging it. This is compliments of the author. I will be reading this and then letting you know what I think. And I will say that memoirs are like my favorite genre of book, even though...
Sawyer's having a good time over there. He's playing with the Peppa.
Yeah. Even though I haven't like sat down to read a book, I'm like all about the Audible books right now and like audio, like just listening as I go for walks and stuff. This is actually gonna be really nice to sit down and read about loving what isn't ours, which is pretty accurate.
Yep.
Let's check out your Stitch Fix.
All right, we've got, this is not mine. This is definitely not mine.
What in the world?
Let's see, what do you guys think? Is that gonna fit?
What in the world?
Work?
What in the world? Oh my god, this is so weird. The enclosed was found loose in the mail or has been damaged. What in the world? This is so not right. Way to go, post office. So literally this says the enclosed was found loose in the mail or has been damaged. We realize your mail is important to you and you have every right to expect it to be delivered in intact condition. So literally I think that they lost all of your items and just put a dress in there. I think we need to contact Stitch Fix because this seems like an insurance.
They even messed it up. Like they did something to this because it's got a big mark on it.
Okay, so let's see what should have come in here. This is like expectation. This is what we were supposed to expect versus reality. Let's see. It's not even my size. I can't even wear it.
It might be my size though.
You might as well try it on. Now that people want to see it.
Right. So actually, I would have really liked this.
I think these are the ones. So these are the ones that we actually picked. Now Stitch Fix is letting you pick out, like they show you a preview of your items, and you can select, and then you can leave some blank. And yeah, like I knew you would like that.
Yeah, I definitely would like that.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, thank you, post office. I hope Stitch Fix had insurance.
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm coming back to this topic and I watched back what I said initially, and I think there's only like a few things I just wanted to clarify, and probably just a few extra comments to make about how teachers can support kids who are in foster care in their classrooms. So to clarify, when I was talking about how once the kids are enrolled in school, it kind of goes on the back burner for the child's care team and the foster parents, and that can happen, but it also comes in waves. So as a foster parent, the first couple of months are a huge adjustment. There are a lot of things that need to happen. There are a lot of moving parts behind the scene, like I mentioned, but then things start to kind of slow down, and the foster family and the case team can actually like refocus on school. And so I share this to basically plead our case that, teachers, please just hang in there with us. Don't think that, we don't care about the education that the child is getting, or, the status that they're at, as far as like their reading level or where they're at with the curriculum. Everything kind of balances out over time. But from my experience, again, it just seems that with a new placement, the school is the stable place that the child can go every single day, but it's not always going to be a top priority. There are a lot of kids who are in care who are not going to need, extra attention. Don't assume that every child who is in foster care is going to be behind in school, because we've had some amazing students. It's just that through all of the crisis and trauma that these kids are going through, it does affect their education in some way. It can come out in the form of, anxiety and stress. It can come out with social interactions. They might withdraw. They might act out. And those are the things, not to say that, these kids get a pass, but the same way that foster parents are trauma-informed parents, I feel like teachers can also be trauma-informed teachers and understand that there's more going on below the surface. As with any kid, there's just probably a little bit more happening for the kids who are in care. And this is where I am forgetting all the other important things and why I hesitated to make the video, because there's just so much about this topic that is important. I do hope that many of you will comment below and share experiences that have been really supportive as a foster parent with your interactions with schools as well as teachers. I know that we personally have had some incredible experiences, and I don't feel like we can share those, but just really positive interactions with teachers who communicate, who advocate, and who really have patience with us and with the kids. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.